Um, on this short kind of video intro and tutorial and walkthrough, we'll look at the syllabus, just some main points from the syllabus. I would hope that you would read through that tonight before really starting to complete or get into any work on the material. Got to make sure that you understand some of the main points from the syllabus as we get into this course over the next couple of weeks. A little bit about myself. I'm a graduate of Thomas More University. Well, it was Thomas More College when I went here, but it's now Thomas More University. We stepped it up a notch. And I did my graduate work at the University of Cincinnati. My graduate work was focused on a couple of things. One, the 18th century Enlightenment. So I went into a lot of history of ideas, revolutionary ideas, a lot of founding fathers type stuff, a lot of interactions between the British, the Irish, the French, and the Americans. So a lot of things with the 17th, 18th, 19th centuries. One of my other focuses was on classical and medieval history, and also I looked into historic preservation as well. So one of my minor degrees in graduate school was historic preservation. But my travels and my studies had led me back here to Thomas More, and I couldn't be happier to be here and to be working with you on this online course. One of the things about this course that I really hope that you come to an understanding of is we're going to be focusing on the classical cultures of the Mediterranean. Right here on my my wall map behind me, I'm going to point to the Mediterranean area right here. It is of special focus and a special foundational import to why we live the way we do, why we act the way we do, why we speak the languages that we speak. And I hope that you have a little bit of an understanding by the end of this 6-week course of how important and foundational these classical cultures really are. As the syllabus says, we truly do stand on the shoulders of giants. That's a quote by a very famous man called Isaac Newton. But I love to use that quote to talk about all kinds of things, about our experience in history and why we do the things that we do today. I'm not here to make you love history. Okay, I understand a lot of you have probably had history courses in the past, and maybe you've had good experiences, maybe you've had bad experiences. All right, the point of this course is not to make you love history. The point of the course is at the bottom of the first page of the syllabus where it says, I hope that you can come to an understanding of a very famous quote by a guy named John Dos Passos, who was a friend of Hemingway's in the early 20th century. And he basically says, in times of change and danger, when there's quicksand of fear under men's reasoning, a sense of continuity with generations gone before can stretch like a lifeline across the scary present and get us past the idiot delusion of the exceptional that now blocks good thinking. I love that quote, because what that quote says is other cultures and other peoples have gone through very similar things as to what our culture is going through right now. I know it doesn't seem like that. And a lot of times, people's historical perspectives, what they care about with history, only begins with their birth date, meaning that, anything prior to when you were born, what does it matter? All right, it doesn't matter to me because it didn't happen. It happened before I was born. So that's what I'm trying to get us past here with this course is, can we come to just a little bit of a more of an appreciation and understanding of how important, truly important these cultures that came before us were, and how we are still connected to them in various ways through the eons of history, kind of like a butterfly effect, all right? And you and our culture will affect cultures off into the future, all right? The point to keep talking about that I really want to emphasize is the world is a bigger place than just us, okay? Not just America, but just us in general. All right, the world is a bigger place, and we are connected, and we are interwoven in so many different ways throughout the course of history. And I hope that by the end of this, you can start to see how the Greeks, the Romans, the Egyptians, just to name a few, still affect us on a daily basis. Some of the major things about this course, okay? Some of the major things you need to know, all right? Obviously, you want to know about the requirements. Okay, so we'll talk about some of the learning activities. and things like that. All right. What I do want to talk about real quickly is to make sure everybody has an understanding of the late assignment policy with this course. Okay. Since this is accelerated, okay, we got to get our stuff in at a timely manner so that I can assess it properly and get things rolling. So please make sure that on that second page, or rather it's the third page, that you're understanding and you are aware of the late assignment policy. All right? And what that means is when something's due on Sunday night, all right, and if you can't turn it in by Sunday night, again, man, life gets in the way. Life gets in the way for all of us. Me too, all right? But try your hardest, okay, to get something in over the next week if you miss the initial due date, because that assignment will only be open for an additional week after it is due. And after that, it's closed and you won't be able to turn anything in. So make sure you have an understanding of that late assignment policy. The course moves in modules. Okay, there's going to be 6 of them as we move throughout our 6 weeks. And after each module, we'll have a test, a weekly test of your assessment of the material, your understanding of the material. It's like a culmination for the week. And those are always due on Sunday night by midnight. Okay, basically the course is very predictable and repeatable and works in a similar fashion each and every learning module. Okay, so what that means is this. Almost every week we're going to have a forum reaction. Okay, read up on that in the syllabus and on the website. Do Thursday night and then Sunday night with those forum posts, okay? Ideally, I want an initial post by Thursday night because I want you guys to start replying to each other on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, okay? Are they definitely have to be due by Thursday night? No, okay? They don't, but I would ideally want your initial post and reaction to things by Thursday nights, and then make sure that your replies to your classmates are in by Sunday evening. Okay, everything else is due by Sunday night on the week assigned at the latest. Okay, that includes our source reactions, where we're going to be reading sources. We're going to be reacting to video sources, to things within our source book, all kinds of reactions. Those are our more formal writing papers, and those are due by Sunday night at midnight. Same thing with the test. Okay, so make sure that you guys have an understanding of what's going on prior to clicking and getting into all this stuff. Okay, and that you had a sense by reading through the syllabus. I'm not going to read through the whole thing here. Okay, but basically, this course you're going to be assessed, as it talks about, out of 650 points. Okay, you're going to have 6 weekly tests, 50 points. You're going to have 8 forum reaction discussions throughout the course of the 6 weeks, and you're going to have 5 weekly, more formal 30-point reaction papers dealing with the sources for a total of 650 points. Your grade at the end will be assessed out of a percentage of how much you can earn out of 650. So you get 600 out of 650, and then your grade will be a percentage of that. Okay? I don't, as the syllabus talks about, I don't give out extra credit at the end of the semester, at the end of the 6 weeks. Okay? What I do, all right, is hand out bonus points per assignment. So if within a forum reaction, or within a post, or within a source reaction formal assignment, okay, if you do work that is over and above the call of duty, that is truly exemplary, all right, that is really, really, really awesomely done and is a fun read for not only me but for the rest of the course, I have no problem giving 26, 27, 28 points out of 25, meaning you're getting 3 or 4 bonus points along the way for truly exceptional work. Okay, what is truly exceptional work? Again, it's kind of up to it's up to me. Obviously, I'm the sort of judge and arbiter in this situation, but I'm not a big guy that has students asking me how long is this supposed to be, or those types of things. It's as long as it takes to answer the question asked. Okay, and by this point of your journey within school, all right, and college, you should know what's an honest to goodness effort, all right, what is a little bit of a subpar effort, and what's truly exemplary effort. Okay, so I have no problem with giving out extra points. Make sure that you're associating yourself with the weekly modules in the syllabus, all right, right here. has the due dates of everything required. All right, and the material that we're going to be going over, the reading. Okay, so for this first week, we're going to be reading chapters 1 and 2 within the main text, and we'll be working through a couple of sources as the module will explain. Okay, so make sure that you guys are working your way through it and understanding it. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get after me, okay, and send me emails, all right? But also realize that I have 3 other courses here at Thomas More during this semester, and that if I don't reply to you immediately, it doesn't mean I'm ignoring you or anything, okay? Give me, try to give me at least, 12, 24 hours to reply to those requests. Sometimes I'll be sooner, sometimes I'll be a little bit later. Same thing with grading and assessing your material, okay? So, keep that in mind as you move through the course of these 6 weeks.